Fly Pod.
Welcome to the Fly Route Podcast. Did you know about 96% of y'all watching this video are not subscribed? Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and hit the like button so I can continue to make videos like these. And while I have you here, I got to give a shout out to my sponsors at MyBookie. MyBookie has live in-game betting for all the NFL games and prop bets such as the over-under on fantasy points for your favorite player. Use promo code FLY and get 100% match on your first deposit of up to $1,000. What are you thinking about this whole Ben Simmons situation?
So I was listening to Woj a little bit earlier on the jump, and I think what's most interesting about the Ben Simmons situation is the question of who has the leverage, because they have Ben Simmons on contract for 4 years. He's not going to be able to sit for 4 years. But on the other hand, they're not going to be able to just exist with that hole in their franchise for the next 4 years, especially with Joel Embiid in his prime. They're in win now mode, which I think is the most important thing for a lot of like the proposed trade packages that are being tossed out there on Twitter and everything else. The Sixers are not in a rebuilding situation. They're in a position where they want to improve their team. And they have Ben Simmons, who is a star, not a superstar, who's willing to sit out for now and the immediate future. And we don't really know for how long. So really the question is, to me, can Ben Simmons afford the financial pressure of fines and everything else accumulating from sitting out? Or can Philly afford the pressure of questions every day by the media, especially if the team starts out a little bit slow? There's going to be immediate calls to move Ben and kind of cut their losses. I think Philly thinks they can still get a superstar or star level player for Ben Simmons. And I'm really interested as to what you think the market is for Ben Simmons and the type of player they could get back, especially with us seeing him last perform being probably like the worst moment of his career. So I don't know what exactly his trade value is now. I'm interested to see what you think.
So I think the market for Ben Simmons is definitely really interesting. When people talk about the leverage, they're like, once Ben goes public, says he's going to sit out and decide that he's not going to play anymore, all the leverage kind of flips to Ben. It hurts his trade value and it makes things really difficult for the 76ers. But I honestly just don't see it that way. In fact, I think that because people know he has to be moved, all the first offers are definitely going to be low ball offers. But eventually you're going to get a bidding war. Like the tail end is going to get a bidding war involved and bigger pieces are going to start getting moved. I feel like Philly has a good enough roster that they should not struggle to start the season without Ben Simmons, like Danny Green, Tobias Harris, obviously Joel Embiid. And like whoever they're going to play at the one when they don't have Ben, maybe we'll see a little bit more Matisse Thybulle or Shake Milton, etc. But like they just have a lot of pieces that they should be fine, and they just got to be patient. Ben can decide not to show up. Maybe Ben will take the fines, but you just got to wait it out because things will only get better as the season goes on.